Ladies and gentlemen, it is it's that time again. It's tier list time. Except this time is a special one. We got a little guest here.
I'm honored. I'm honored to be platformed on this channel.
Skyrim Lord himself. What was your Skyrim name?
Oh, there's been many.
Many a Skyrim name. Many new quests.
Many quests. I cannot remember, to be honest.
I know.
I believe the first name was I can't even pronounce it.
Yeah.
Thistlebrush, young
young Thistlebrush.
And I believe I made the mistake of picking a high elf.
No, the
Yeah.
hardest. The
Yeah.
hart. What? Didn't you choose a Red Guard or a Breton?
Oh, well, Red Guard. when we get to the race tier list, that'll be something else.
You get torched by the Red Guards.
But yes, I did pick Red Guard originally. That playthrough lasted not long. But,
Yeah, no.
But yes, many a night spent in Skyrim.
Yeah.
Many opinions to be spewed.
Tamriel. Tamriel is the whole continent, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I would always, it must have come out like 2011, right? It was
Yep.
11.
Yep.
And I mean, I was like, we must have been like 12 or 13.
12, yeah, definitely.
And I would always just choose. I always chose Wood Elf for some reason, and I would literally just name him like Legolas or Thranduil or something like that. I was so not creative.
A lore combination,
Yeah.
a cocktail of lore.
Oh yeah, some Lord of the Rings and Skyrim. But here we have, we're going to do a little tier list. It's a pretty straightforward one, like any other tier list, except this one's the factions.
Baby steps.
Little baby steps. Sponsored by some whiskey over here. But okay, so this is a factions guild. So I mean, I guess we can get started right away. I already know there's a couple factions here that I haven't taken part of in, like, well, I mean, we were looking through them today. We'll get to this Bard's College, but
Yeah.
there's a couple that I have never started in. But before we get started, I gotta light a candle or something. But we got Dawn Guard first. Okay.
All right.
And this is a map pack, right? This
is a DLC.
Yeah, DLC.
That coincidentally on this list, the Dawn Guard and the vampires are first and last, although they both come from the same DLC.
Do you know what it was called?
It is called the Dawn Guard DLC.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
this might be the best DLC.
it might be.
Yeah.
It might be.
Breeze Home, or not Breeze Home.
No,
What's
but
the house one?
the house one is Hearthfire, where you can
Hearthfire,
build
yeah.
houses. That's great
fire.
DLC.
That is a great DLC. Very different, but
Breeze Home. Now you got me thinking. Yeah, no, Breeze Home is the best one. And there's not even real playable content. You just build a house, but it's still the best one.
gotta love that customization.
All about that. What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck, I'm all about it too.
That
Immersion.
Oh yeah.
I'm all about the immersion.
That immersion.
But yes, the Dawn Guard DLC.
Yeah, where do you start here? I guess there's like three main parts of it. There's the vampires. There's the vampire slayers. Well, that's kind of it. And then don't you go to like the Soul Cairn? Or
So
something? Or is
it's
that
the
another
fucking.
one?
It's everything with the snow elves.
Oh,
it's the
right.
one where you go to like that weird fucking.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what it's called.
Yeah, with those.
It's
snow
like
elves,
not heaven, but it's
Yeah.
something.
It's something like that. Dude, I totally forgot about the snow elves because they
Yeah.
have that crazy nice armor.
Yeah.
Like Oriel's bow, I think, is part of it too. Yeah. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. It's
Because
crazy.
Oriel's bow is you fucking shoot it at the sun, so it's
Right.
like the opposite of the vampires.
Oh right. It's crazy how packed those DLCs were. Jesus Christ. Because they literally built the whole Dawn Guard castle. They built the whole ass vampire one, and then all the snow elf stuff. I mean, the Dawn Guard, it might be the crossbows that you can make with the Dawn Guard might be the most overpowered weapon.
That was going to
in the
be
game.
my main selling point for the Dawn Guard, because if we're getting deep into it, I always felt there was something lacking. I mean, they have all the base level armor and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, the characters, the NPCs are lame from what it is. The leader, Isran.
Oh yeah. Is he the leader of the Dawn Guard?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
like the guy getting it all back. To be honest with you, personally, how do I put this? They're too religious for me. They're
zealots.
When we get into the religion of Skyrim, like Daedra hunting and all that.
Yeah.
It's just like real life.
Yeah.
They get crazy.
They do get crazy. They do go crazy. They are vampires trying to suck their souls.
Good cause, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Good cause.
Yeah.
I'm looking mid-range here.
Mid-range? Okay, wow.
I'm looking ABC, somewhere in there.
Okay, ABC. So yeah, no, the characters aren't crazy, but I guess compared to like some of the other ones, I don't know. Dawnguard is
and the quest is you could play for hours.
Yeah, for sure. I think the characters aren't great. There was that cheesy thing where you could have that vampire daughter with you for like a long ass time.
That's a whole other fucking Serana.
I will say this, so that you could attach her to yourself for like and get an extra buddy if you just like didn't send her away or something.
I'm aware.
Which was cracked. But there was I did have a glitch in this DLC where I just couldn't get into. I don't know, something happened with the storylines and I couldn't get into the vampire like big castle, and then I just became a vampire somehow, and I had to like go through a whole process of getting off the vampirism. Maybe it was actually a werewolf. No, actually, it might have been I became a werewolf, and then had to like get that off of me somehow. But I mean, I'm a fan of it. I'd probably put at an A.
See, the thing that I'm getting off track with the quests versus the faction itself. However, if we're throwing it in there, because it's just weird because this one has the Dawnguard and then the vampires separately.
Yeah.
But if we're giving credit where credit is due.
Oh, it does. It does. Oh my god, I didn't even think about splitting them. Yeah.
If we're giving credit where credit is due, the Dawnguard quest line for killing the vampires, you get the bow.
Yeah.
I'll put it in A.
That's true. Okay, so I totally forgot. For some reason, I was like ranking DLCs. But just Dawnguard as a faction, yeah. Okay, so not including any of the vampire stuff. Did you say A as well?
A or B?
A or B.
High B, or it'll be the lowest A, I can tell you that.
I think just because it gave me the crossbow, I'm so into it. But like, yeah. Okay, you know what? We'll start at B, and if it moves, then we can check at the
fluid list.
Yeah,
it's a fluid
fluid list. Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to Thieves Guild. I mean, this is where it starts. This is the first one I did.
You might be going right to the top here.
Yeah,
I think
for sure. I personally immediately rank this S tier. Came out with the base game. I didn't have many. There weren't many bugs that like stopped the quest like some of the other ones. This one's an S for me.
An S for me. You can remember freaking every mission from the beginning to the end.
The bees,
dude. I was just about to bring up burn fucking 6 beehives, whatever. Burn 5 beehives.
That's a goofy quest.
It's great too because you burn too many, then you go back and they're like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Oh
they're like,
yeah, shit.
You weren't supposed to destroy all of them.
Dude, now we have no honey.
The NPCs in the Thieves Guild are the best.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dirge. Friggin', why do they call me Dirge? Because that's the sound of it. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Best light armor, the Nightingale. Not like light armor that's so easy to get. Is Nightingale.
Yes.
Like Nightingale, you could strap on. I mean, obviously, there's so many better light armors than Nightingale once you get past that point. But you can get it pretty quick. Like, you're like 75% done with Thieves Guild, then you get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would
then
agree.
you could just have it forever if you're rocking Night Guild. Or not Nightingale armor or whatever. If you're rocking light armor, actually. But
the whole way through. Friggin', you got the Stones of Baron Zaya, the quest that literally does not go away.
Oh my god,
does
that
not
quest.
go away.
I forgot that starts with the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, that's
shit.
I can't remember what the Irish guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh my god, I can see him right now too. He looks like
the bald guy that like takes all the treasures.
Yeah.
Either you got that guy.
Yeah. What's the
Delvin Mallory.
Oh yeah,
that guy.
Facts. Is it Mallory or
Mallory?
Mallory. Yeah. Delvin Mallory. Yeah. The Chillrend, the sword.
I mean, let's be real here.
It looks so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the best. They got I mean, they make Riften. They make Riften what it is.
You don't go to Riften.
No.
If you're not going for the Thieves Guild.
No. The quest throughout Riften, I mean, yeah, no, straight to S.
Straight to S. Nothing much else to say about the Thieves Guild. The great betrayal of the Thieves Guild. Who's the main guy?
Mercer Frey.
Mercer Frey, and then he's the
he starts
betrayer.
off, and then he because he wants those eyes of the Falmer.
Yeah.
Those tasty eyes.
Dude, and those go for a pretty penny. Those might be one of the most valuable things in Skyrim.
I believe you can exploit the game where you kind of sell one to the dude, and then you can kind of take it back.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you put it like in your house or something like that.
Yeah. Then that's like base value is so much money.
5K, I believe.
Jesus
5,000.
Christ. And you get two, right?
There's the left eye and the right eye. Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, yeah. Thieves Guild's great. Oh my
and
God.
the last little tidbit, the shadow marks throughout the cities, on people's houses and stuff, there will be little marks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, what happens with those?
So there's what's his name? Bellathor's shop in Whiterun. There's a little mark on the wooden post outside.
Oh, okay.
And the Thieves Guild has what's called shadow marks, where there's literally like a mark on the place, and it'll say this is a good place to break into. This place has been picked through.
Yeah.
There's like a guard here.
Dude,
it's crazy.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Did I just not see this?
They're hard to find.
I'm not a true thieves. What's the highest rank they give you?
Oh god.
It doesn't really mean anything, but you're like master of the Thieves Guild or
the
something.
Leader. The treasurer.
Leader
Although the one negative thing about the Thieves Guild is you kind of expect there to be some stupid massive treasure.
Yeah.
Never comes.
Yeah.
Never comes.
Like, oh, Mercer Frey stole it all. Oops.
And then you kill them.
Yeah, and then they just give you the main job. But all right, yeah. So S tier. All right, now College of Winterhold. This one goes pretty hard too, but pretty much only because of the ending, that book.
Well, it's definitely the quest line most entwined with the game, I'll say. It has the biggest part in the game itself.
Right.
I mean, I was never a big Magic person.
Yeah, it's the toughest.
If you were though, I can see it being kind of craft.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. I mean, you get to become the headmaster.
Yeah.
You run the
which
school.
Is chill.
So if you're into Magic, I can see that being your thing.
Yeah. I think the only reason I even played this was for the Galder amulet stuff.
Yep,
Is that
which is crazy.
Yeah, and that necklace goes crazy.
Yeah,
for sure. And even I think is it in College of Winterhold where you do some of the masked stuff, the dragon masks?
Oh.
You maybe one. I think you meet one in that mine in one of the first missions.
I believe you're correct. I believe
I can't remember.
When you're excavating Sarthal, which is right under the college, is that burial site. It's where the ending quest takes place.
And that gives you crazy armor.
I believe
that mask.
You're correct. I believe in there is a dragon priest you do get. That's what I'm saying is you kind of have to do it.
Yeah.
If you want to beat certain things, if you want to finish the Sarthal amulet or the Galder amulet. If you want to get the dragon priest thing,
yeah,
I don't hate it.
I don't know if you call those part the Galder amulet. You probably could call part of the College Winterhold deals.
No, the dragon I wouldn't
faction,
say.
But the dragon mask might be its own thing.
It is definitely.
Yeah,
but you just need it.
Yeah, I mean, no, I never used magic either. When I started, I was a noob and my main was just archery everyone else, and then I moved to daggers, but magic is definitely the hardest character to do for sure.
The college itself is cool.
Yeah.
Big library. I'm about that.
I did what was it? There's one mission where the dragons are attacking and then you're on those stairs and you're just shooting arrows at it.
Oh, you're on the outside? Yeah, you're up top.
It might be the climactic finish. I'm not even sure. How does it end? What's the
You get the Eye of Magnus. Remember, you have that big ass ball of light kind of shows up in the middle, and I think you expose the current headmaster as being evil.
Right. Okay.
So and then you get the position.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, I don't put this.
Now that I'm looking at the what it's up against, not what it's up against, but where it's gonna fall.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? We slot it in the middle?
Yeah, see, I would put it I wouldn't put it above Dawn Guard, to be honest. But
as a faction itself.
actually,
I mean, I think it's sitting right with it.
Yeah, you know, I'd put it B. I'd slot it B or a high C.
I'm cool with B.
Okay, we'll
cool
rip
with
B.
B.
It does need some respect because it was base game and
It's just, I think it
in
is
everything.
powerful.
It is everything, yeah, in everything.
But it's, I don't know, kind of lame.
It's not
just
blowing
school.
your ass.
It's the college. It's
yeah.
school.
You gotta go to school. All right, so we'll keep that at B. And what's this next one?
I believe in Imperials.
For the glory of the Empire. Okay, I got real close to the mic there. So for the Imperials, I don't think I've done this fully through. Because I have a very weird stance on the Imperials and Stormcloaks.
My problem with the Imperials is that they're such a good heel.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good to dislike them.
Mm-hmm.
I
Very
mean,
easy to dislike them.
What's after that? The companions is after this.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we jump right to Stormcloaks after, because I'm going to be making a lot of comparisons.
Okay, yeah.
My point being, I mean, baseline, it's freaking blue collar, white collar.
Uh-huh.
The Stormcloaks
Oh,
are the
for
down
sure.
and dirty boys.
Oh, for sure.
The homeland boys.
Yeah.
The Imperials are the, hoity-toity city folk.
Yep. Socias versus...
That being said,
Greasers.
they're the like the greasers. I mean, everything about them, I have to say, though, like, Solitude versus freaking Winterhold. Or
Yeah.
Windhelm, excuse me.
Mm-hmm. True.
Solitude is probably my favorite city in the game.
Yeah.
Friggin' they
goes
got
crazy.
their army's better set up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're too good.
Is that the one
They're
where...
too good.
Which one is it where you're, like, poisoning their food and you're putting the weirdest shit in, like, giant's toe?
So
You
that
put
is
in
the main quest line. That's the gourmet.
That's the main quest line?
Yeah, that's the gourmet. Remember when you're the gourmet and you have to kill
Right.
the fuck... Ooh, there's actually...
That's main quest?
Dude, I
Or is-
know main quest.
Or is that one of the factions?
Hold on, now you got me thinking. It might be, it's Dark Brotherhood.
That's Dark... Oh, okay. Oh, that
That's
makes...
Dark Brotherhood.
Okay, gotcha. Well, we'll get to Dark Brotherhood for sure. But I did not do... And this sounds crazy for how long the game's been out. I did not do either of these factions, just because I would always just ride around and just slaughter any of the soldiers I saw, including the Imperial camps that they set up.
Yeah.
There's all those wounded
yeah.
around. It sounds crazy, but for some reason it's not the same with Stormcloaks, or either that or there's just less of them. But there's Imperial camps around where you can just just fight soldiers. So I would do that with Imperials and Stormcloaks. So I never could I was always hated by both of them. So I just never got the chance to finish them. And even so I'd probably put them. Man, this is tough. Well, Imperial first, just as a faction. I mean, I kind of...
See, I would switch them.
Switch them?
I would put them, both A,
Mm-hmm.
but I would put the Stormcloaks on top.
Okay.
Strictly lore-related purposes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fighting for Skyrim. The Nords are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, the Imperials, it's like the Romans, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Just the lore, the straight
They're
story
critical to the game.
On the Stormcloak side, in my opinion, is better.
Yeah.
The General is better.
Mm-hmm.
Galmar Stonefist. You get the armor that is the bear's head. You can wear the bear's head.
That's pretty baller.
That is pretty baller. You get to I'm not positive. You get to destroy Whiterun.
Mm-hmm.
You get to raid
Right.
Whiterun.
Right.
You get to walk up to the Jarl and kind of tell him
Yeah. You can't. Yeah.
who's him.
You really can't play Skyrim without this conflict going on between these. Is there a climactic finish to when you finish? What happens at the end of the Stormcloaks?
Oh boy! Now
this is going back.
That's going back
because this is one of the main factions. So that quest is you do it pretty.
I honestly think you kind of just get Tullius to bow down.
Yeah.
I don't see now. I
gotta hit that data.
hit the data. I don't think you kill him.
Yeah. Don't think they kill him.
I don't think you do.
Do you get a Jarlship?
You do not.
You don't.
I do not think that is possible in the game.
Yeah. Probably in some mod, I'm sure. We will slot him in at A because this game just doesn't work without him.
I know that Sack and Whiterun is towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, you have a battle for Solitude.
Right.
There is a battle for Solitude, so it's like the same thing but in Solitude,
Yeah.
which is chill. I mean, freaking, the Battle of Solitude is sweet.
Now I'm mixing them up. Is Solitude the one where it's not Solitude where the you try poisoning the king as the gourmet? That's not.
That's
Winter.
Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah, but what city is that? Is that Windhelm?
It might not be the Jarl. It might be the Jarl.
I think that's like the main guy in the.
I believe it is
Imperials.
Solitude. See,
it is Solitude.
Yes. Let's see.
Because that city looks.
Oh, you do. Okay, so you do kill Tullius. Here we are. Now it's all coming back to me. Yes, because I remember you stand in Castle Dower in Solitude. And I remember being like, this is kind of gay.
Yeah.
Fucking, you kill the right-hand man, who I believe there is a woman. I know they have a woman.
Somewhere.
Leggett Ricka.
Leggett Ricka?
That is her name. I'm not sure what her demise is.
Okay.
She's tough. I know she's tough.
Tough son of a bitch.
Tough bitches.
Tough bitches.
However, Tullius kind of stands there with his pants down.
Uh-huh.
Then Ulfric takes over.
Mm-hmm.
And
gotcha.
Now I'm remembering, yes, he'll give you the options to let him go. Mm-hmm. You can kill him, or Ulfric will beat his ass to death right in front of you.
Okay.
And then you become a high officer of the Stormcloaks.
Gotcha. And that's if you do the Stormcloaks quest.
After you do that, and I'm assuming it's vice versa. You march, yes, because I remember now. You march into freaking Winterhold and do the same thing.
Right.
Freaking. Then you can go around and like liberate camps and like beat Imperials up.
Okay. Gotcha. What if you do the Imperials? What's the flip side? Like
same thing.
If you win? Oh, it's just
same
switched.
thing. It's just Stormcloak camps.
Okay.
Liberating.
Gotcha.
I just think the Stormcloaks have a better cause.
Oh,
I think the shit kind of in the storyline is better for them.
Easier. They're definitely the protagonists versus antagonists.
That's the way I'm putting it.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm putting it.
Yeah. So
if you could put them on top of each other, I would. But
okay. So we'll have Stormcloaks leading the charge in A. I'm good with that.
I'm cool with that.
All right, now the companions. Oh boy. Now wait, are these the motherfuckers that turn to werewolves? Or is that still the Dawn Guard?
These are the motherfuckers that turn to werewolves.
Okay.
Because that's at the end. They take you into the little rock, and they draw your blood.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The companions. So they're based in Whiterun, right?
Yeah.
That's one of their HQs at least.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, this one like would have been so fun for me, but it was just literally just spoiled because of some bug that happened where the dude Farkas, and he has a brother. I'm not sure what the brother's name is, but the motherfucker Farkas, who
I think it's like Vilcus or something.
Vilcus,
I think it's
yeah,
one of those
it has the
type
same
deals.
ending. Dumbass Farkas literally would just follow my character around and always bring up like a dialogue scene, and I literally would just have to run away from him. Like I couldn't enter Whiterun without him chasing my ass, so I would just have to run away from him and like never go to Whiterun again. But that was purely just a bug. I don't know if it had anything to do with the companions themselves.
See, I'm not positive now. Now that I'm looking at it. Oh yes, okay, so it is because that's the one where you fight the Silver Hand, who are the werewolf hunters.
Okay.
Yes, and then at the end, you get fucking some shield. You get something decent.
Yeah.
However, yeah, I'm kind of underwhelmed by the whole thing, for being honest.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like the main one,
Well,
pretty much.
and they throw them right in the main city. You kind of, it's not supposed to be, but I guess for everybody, it ends up being kind of one of the first things you find.
Oh, for sure.
And also kind of one of the first things to be like, all right, well, kind of lame.
Yeah.
They're all kind of dicks.
They're all
kind of dicks. Something happens where like, I believe like, I mean, this is getting deep into the memory books, but I think like when you first start, like you have to like clean the place up or something. There's something I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not totally about the companions.
Yeah, no, neither am I. But like I said, mine's pretty much just for the fact that like there's a bug in the game. But I mean, the weapons you get, I can't really think. I don't think of anything really.
Steel ends up being irrelevant quite quickly.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
They have what's that? The Skyforge. That's what it is.
Skyforge is a cool location.
Cool location. But yeah, it's just dumbass steel. Like that's another thing where you kind of expect it to be like, I can get something cracked out of this.
Yeah.
You can't.
Maybe if you're maining, like if your main is like smithing, and then you just get to rip the Skyforge. But I don't even know if the Skyforge does anything else.
I don't believe it does.
It's just
it might have a steel weapons effect, but I don't believe it does.
That'd be kind of a cool run through the game where you're just smithing.
Yeah, just a blacksmith.
Yeah.
You can earn. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So where do you rank this one?
C or D?
C or D? I would be
definitely C or D.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it above. I would rather do Dawn Guard or the College of Winterhold more than the Companions.
Yeah.
I'll put it C. I'll put it C.
I'm cool with C. I'm good
just
with C.
because it does have. It's like it is the main one, so it would be hard to imagine a Skyrim without the Companions. Just like for the amount of like speech bubbles that pop up from like, or like NPCs just speaking. They're like the Companions talking about it. But okay, now the next one is one you literally had to say it existed because I didn't believe it.
Now
Fucking
this
Bard's College Solitude.
This is definitely one that feels like something where with like a year left in their production, they said we have a gap to fill, and that's how they filled it. The Bard's College is insanely lame. You don't even really like it's not even like you can walk into a pub after and drop some heat. You can't. You don't even like really become a bard. I don't believe. The quests. See, it's funny now. I was making the comparison to college of the Winterhold. Like this is like an Ivy League college.
Okay.
It's like a real friggin' uptight. Like everyone's a snob. All the students kind of suck.
That's probably why they did it, to be honest.
It's very possible.
It's in Solitude.
It's in Solitude. Yeah. It's one building. Like it's not.
Oh, really?
It's one little building.
Okay.
I mean, the quest line is forgettable. Everything is forgettable. You have to like retrieve instruments. For some reason, you have to go to a tomb. I know that you have to go. That's like the main thing. Is You have to go retrieve like a song or something. Yeah. Something.
It's like it sounds kind of cool, but as its whole faction is kind of like a stretch.
It's definitely the smallest, definitely the lamest. The quest line is boring.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those quest lines where it's like they just grabbed, here's your dungeon quest. Yeah. Here's a couple quests. Go backstab this person. Not literally, but like go talk to this guy type deal. It's just a little tiny mixing pot of almost pretty much nothing. I literally had no idea this existed. So I'll have to play through it. I will say, if we're breaking the fourth wall, the best thing it has going for it is the merch of the logo. Does look cool.
That does go hard.
It looks like a real kind Bard's of Liverpool college logo.
That's very true.
You can pull it by on someone. If you're trying to wear Skyrim merch and not seem like a total dweeb, that's what you should be going
That's
for.
a good idea, actually. It does, yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
All right, so, I mean, this has to go D.
It's going D.
It's going D, yeah. Didn't know it existed, which maybe that's on me. Yeah. But, man, I swear, never heard of it.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
And you know what? I bet you did know it existed. It just doesn't. It's not in there no more.
Not important.
No space for it.
Yeah.
None needed.
Yeah. Making this list just makes me realize I got some work to do because I haven't done either of these ones.
A little playthrough before the next list, I think.
I know, yeah. Actually, I haven't done this or these. Those are the only ones.
I was thinking I might have to wander back to the Bard's College. Yeah. Might have to flash the student ID.
yeah.
See what is going on.
Dude, thanks. Yeah, I have to see that. I need to watch that content.
Check my eligibility as a Bard.
Yeah. All right, the Dark Brotherhood. This one's fun.
This one is fun.
Yeah.
It would be real chody to put Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood right next to each other and the Stormcloaks and the Imperials, but I feel like that's just how it's going to be. I mean, it's great. You really get to do... It is dark. You get to be dark.
Yeah.
You kind of do have to, like... It ruins, in the best way possible, certain certain immersion for me.
Oh.
You can't be that good hero no more.
Yeah, true.
Because it is characters
true.
that you once like. Like it's people where it's like I know that guy. It's like gotta kill him.
Yeah.
So it's like well.
It really is just a darker Thieves Guild, like just in terms of more murder you do.
In the same way where I would say that a movie that makes you cry, even though crying is not fun, you have to respect it for making you feel something.
Yeah,
it's the
power.
same way. Yeah, it's the raw power.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like you get some good stuff in this one, right?
You do get some good stuff. There is a reason though now why I'm thinking it might not be S tier.
Okay.
And that is because of the introduction of the most annoying character in all of the Elder Scrolls.
Oh, Cicero.
Cicero.
Yeah, Cicero. That dude is, yeah.
Who, again, now I'm working back on myself and thinking he's so annoying, it might have to be S tier. It might even be better than the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
But, I mean, goddamn.
It makes you hate him.
It makes you hate him. Which is... It is what it is. That crawling into the Night Mother's coffin kind of sends a little shiver down your
that is
spine.
creepy. No, Skyrim had some creepy moments.
I mean, it was good. It's funny to think of, like, 14-year-old me in a recliner.
Yeah.
Like, literally freaking out.
Yeah. No.
Because you're in a coffin, but it is...
That is a very weird moment when, they just shove you in that coffin with a dead mama.
Another, I would say, a cool thing about the Dark Brotherhood is kind of a little secretive to start the quest line. You either find the shack in the freaking woods.
Right.
You do something, man.
You
where
sleep.
Astrid,
right?
you sleep in it. Yeah, you sleep in it. Astrid, there's something where Astrid will come find you. You kind of do something. I think maybe if you kill someone or something. I'm not sure.
Right.
But I remember starting the quest line was like, whatever's about to happen is going to be cool.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, absolutely. That start is... Yeah.
They have the cool little hidden hideouts. There's one in Falkreath. Yeah. And then there's the Dawnstar.
Right.
Both are cool little things to find beforehand and be like, what the fuck is this?
I know, right? Yeah, you pull it and then you just can't get in. Yeah, that was always... Like, I literally didn't know until, I don't know, pretty decent... Like at least a few years into Skyrim, of you had to fall asleep to get that shit activated. I didn't do it. I think this is one of the latest ones I did, besides the ones I haven't done. Like I did this one most recently.
I will say too, at the end, killing the Emperor, you get onto his boat, you sneak onto the boat and everything.
Yeah.
You get into a location you've never been on.
Right.
You can go in the boat. You can get what's the sword?
Drive the boat.
The sword. Yeah, let me drive the boat. Hey, Captain.
Sword?
It's the sword Windshear.
Windshear. I don't remember the sword.
I think it's the Emperor's boat. I think after you finish the quest, the boat is kind of just stuck in a certain location, and stuck in the top of the boat. Could be a totally different boat, but stuck in the top of the boat is a sword. It's one of the scimitars, the curved swords, and it never loses enchantment.
Oh shit!
So the enchantment isn't anything nuts, I don't think. But you never got to recharge it, so that's big.
That's big. That is big. Okay, that is a pretty. Is that the final weapon? Or just one of the big ones?
It's at the end.
Okay.
I think if my memory serves me correct,
that is pretty useful because Chillrend, on the opposite hand, would die like so quick.
I mean, in my recent playthroughs, the amount of times I've been stuck with no soul gems it's a lot. It's more than you would think.
Okay. Yeah.
So not having to charge that, and I mean just the end quest of friggin' sneaking on the mofo's boat and knifing him.
Yeah, that is pretty chill.
I will say they make the Emperor pretty badass too. You kind of just stand at the end of his desk and he kind of just like talks to you like,
true.
Oh yeah,
that is pretty cool. Yeah. And then that's when that's when you're the gourmet, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's cool too because he
cool
gets you
episode.
He almost gets you like, he's like, oh, so you're a fucking like a pussy, huh? Sneaking up on me like this, and you're kind of like, oh shit. He's like,
damn.
He's like,
he's right.
You man enough? You are.
That's good.
You feel bad about it. But yeah, I might throw this above the Thieves Guild, to be honest.
Yeah, is this top of your list?
Now that I'm looking back at it, I mean, the Thieves Guild is really unbeatable, and the storyline is just.
This is your call. Like I played this one and I like it enough to where I could be convinced, but
it's just
I'm not really leaning any particular way.
You know, I'll probably put it. We can keep it below the Thieves Guild because for the reason being, the Thieves Guild is there's there's something hits me in the soft spot of Skyrim when they get a quest line that, like, for lack of a better phrase, like, almost seems like it would be possible in real life.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that freaking, assassins don't exist necessarily, but it's more plausible to me that should you live in a medieval society,
Yeah.
forming a nice little covet of thieves.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
can see that happening. I can see myself joining the Thieves Guild over the Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, yeah.
We'll put it that way.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be sleeping outside.
No,
to be
I'm not
woken.
falling asleep in random shacks.
You're not
I'm
going in a coffin with some
No.
old dead lady.
It is possible that Astrid, a hot blonde, could convince me to do something I might
For
not
sure.
do.
Yeah. Every time I fall asleep in the woods, I hope she comes and finds me.
That's definitely a best case scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I
they can
would put
sit
it here
right there.
too.
Yeah,
I'd put
they
it
can
right
sit
there as well. All right, so the vampires. So I will say I think some of the coolest buildings are in this vampire faction.
The castle is badass.
Yeah.
Annoying as fuck. You have to go through a loading screen like twice.
Oh my god. Yeah. And
I really wish they could have done something about that.
yeah. And this is another one where the bug, like a bug, just half ruins the entire faction for me. I literally had to pick up one of those like plates, one of those silver plates that are big.
Oh god!
And like
run through a door
and hold it
Fucking
against the door and try sprinting through it just because the door was locked for some reason. And I know I wasn't fucking shit up, but I mean the architecture's pretty cool. The daughter that you get to carry around
she's bad,
and she just like mucks people too.
Kind of chill with the another. I don't think you can marry her. You can't marry her. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, and this is where the Soul Cairn is, like that purplish area. So that's a whole nother location that's pretty cool.
If you choose the side of the Volkihar, Team Volkihar,
Yeah.
which
Over
is the name of
Dawnguard.
the castle,
Uh-huh.
becoming the Vampire Lord is pretty badass.
Right.
If I'm remembering correctly, I don't remember it being anything too like overpowered. It could have been just what my level was at the time.
Right.
But the ability is cool. You get a new animation. You get to suck blood out of people's necks.
Oh, for sure.
You kind of like bite them to death.
Yeah. Is it better to be vampire or werewolf?
If you're talking sheer killing power, Vampire Lord over werewolf.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because you can summon things. You can summon gargoyles, which is chill.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
must not have done that one.
You kind of got to go deep. It's one of those things too where it's like once you're at the end of the playthrough, it's like another thing you got it. Like there's a whole skill tree for it. So it's fucking like I don't know. I can see how you would finish that.
I didn't
and
know
be
that.
Like, I'm done.
Oh wow, whole skill tree. Damn.
It's a tiny little one.
Oh, okay.
It's a tiny little one.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
I mean, for finishing it, I would say it's a better like payoff than the Dawnguard.
Interesting.
Like, strictly Dawnguard. Like I'm not talking about snow elves or any of that jazz.
Oh right.
If we're talking strictly the faction, you get more shit being a vampire. You get the abilities. In my opinion, being a vampire sucks.
Yeah.
But pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Where are you putting it?
See, now this is tough for me. This is where it gets a little muddled in the middle.
Would you put it over College of Winter?
See, that's the thing is I
Winterhold?
wouldn't put it over the college,
Yeah,
but I
neither
would
would
put it
I.
above Dawnguard.
So maybe College is above Dawnguard then.
And then Vampire's right smack in the middle.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
That's what I
Dawnguard's
would
last.
say.
Okay.
Ooh, although yeah, I think
You think it's better than Companions?
But definitely, I think
Okay.
the Dawnguard is definitely better than the Companions.
Okay.
And the Vampires are decently better than the Dawnguard.
Yeah.
And then the College, based on respect alone, in the Eye of Magnus, is pretty cool.
Yeah, and that Dwemer book too.
The Dwemer book is cool.
That kind of goes crazy.
See, now that I'm looking at it, it's kind of weird to me to have the Winterhold College under the Stormcloaks and the Imperials. That being said, like, if we're talking personnel alone, like, you're not doing much with the college.
Yeah.
So, I'm cool with this. I'm good with this list.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm right there too. Yeah.
Any final thoughts?
No, I think this is just about covers it. But yeah, the factions. I was mixing some up because some of the stuff is like intertwined.
Listen, we'll get our playthroughs in. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Next list.
Yeah. What are we doing next?
I'm saying we either do locations or like enemies.
Yeah.
I'm messing with the enemies list.
Oh yeah, and that one's fat. I know the cities one is pretty much the same as this one, so we could bang one of those out for sure. But yeah, this is the Skyrim Factions Guild that y'all have been asking for so many times in the comments.
Yeah.
Another tier list alert. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some more epies getting punched out of this. It's Skyrim season. It's the fall, winter.
It is. The
so,
leaves are changing.
yeah.
Winter is coming.
Fuck yeah! I gotta study up, and I gotta play through some of these baddies. Last thing. When do you think the new Skyrim's coming out?
Ooh.
I haven't heard a whisper since the years ago they dropped that just
a little tiny
clip.
scroll.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know too many details about where they're at as a company in terms of what's being released. I stopped looking at the news a long time ago.
Yeah.
In my head, freaking, what's it called? Starfield hasn't even been released
True.
yet.
Starfield. That'll be cool too. Bethesda's on top of the world, getting bought by Microsoft.
You're telling me Skyrim in space? All right. Well.
Yeah.
Could
be cool.
Pretty damn cool.
Yeah. I'd say 2 to 3 years.
The Elder Scrolls, you're just not gonna break me though. You're just not gonna break. I don't care if it's in space.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Elder Scrolls 6.
For sure.
2 years, so that puts us at what,
2024.
You know what? My
About to be
prediction date,
25.
let's go. I think they're gonna stick with the numbers. I think they're kind of memey like that. I think they have enough. I think they have enough of a funny bone to do something like that. So my final prediction, because you've asked, let's go. It's gonna be 12, 20, 22.
12.
I think they'll stay with that. Or 12, 22, 22. Or sorry, 12, 24, 24. Something like that.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So 2 years, a year or two.
12, 24, 24.
Okay.
12, 20, 24.
Yeah.
They'll
they
do a
should.
little something cheesy.
They're playing at a different ballpark with the dates. They get to choose that's a goofy number. I'll choose that one to release the game on.
Right. And you know what? If you're gonna make us wait fucking 15 years, at least fucking kiss me a little bit.
As long as it's good.
At least buy me a drink.
They have to. All right. I think that's just about it. Farewell. So long.